Hey, what's up, everyone? It is your boy Shazman21, and I'm coming back on here again to talk about some interesting things that's been going on. Well, not necessarily in my life, but just a lot of things with mostly with wrestling and stuff. So I want to get into some discussions as to what's been pretty much going on in WWE, especially with what happened with Monday Night Raw. And on top of that, talk about WrestleMania 39 and just everything. So, first things first, I will go ahead and just say that, from the information I was able to gather with the whole Raw situation, will definitely be linked, in the description below. So you guys could, check out what's, been the news with Vince McMahon, especially with the whole, now WWE and UFC being merged together under the same umbrella called, I think, Endeavor Company, whatever. I might get into that briefly, but that should be something that is going to lead into a lot of things and stuff. So, yeah, I'll have to say, what was it? Oh yeah. I'm gonna start off with WrestleMania 39, with night 1 and night 2. And just give my thoughts on it, and pretty much I gotta say WrestleMania 39 was really really good. Night 1 loved to death. There was so many things that was going on with that. My personal favorite match out of them all is actually Rhea Ripley versus Charlotte Flair. That one was an insane match to begin with, especially from beginning, middle, and end. Oh god, it was so many spots, and the storyline from it was just really good as well, because they have fought each other before, and usually Charlotte wins a lot, so it was a nice little bit of change that Rhea was able to win. So yeah, it was great. Of course, despite the fact that she's part of Judgment Day, and how I feel about Judgment Day, well, if you not really, because if you haven't seen Snapchat and not Twitter, what am I talking about? Snapchat and Instagram, sometimes I'd be clowning on Judgment Day a lot of times. And I'll give you guys a brief on how that went. It's because, Dominic Mysterio sucks ass. Finn Balor, as, the Judgment Day leader. I don't know who's really the leader of the Judgment Day at this point. I'm just whatever. It's a silly group to me. And, they're pretending to be ruthless, and they pretend to be aggression, but they're not really, because it's I'm just as someone that has actually lived through that era, I'm you guys are barely even trying. But, yeah, anyways, that's a brief summary of that. I will do a skit about, how I feel about Judgment Day on another time, but that's just a brief discovery of that. But, yeah, despite all that, I will still say that, Rhea Ripley winning the SmackDown Women's Champion was good. It was a great choice, and I liked it. And yeah, I'll say that's a easy 5-star match in the women's division, which is great. I'll even argue 6 stars, maybe. But otherwise, yeah, that one was good. The main event, what was it? The Usos versus Sami Zayn the Usos versus Sami Zayn and Kevin Owens was really really good. I liked it, and the ending of the main event for night 2, I was man, I wish Cody Rhodes was the one with the champion and whatnot, but unfortunately they did a whole swooveroo, and basically Roman Reigns won, so that's what happened. But excuse me, drunk something really good, and no, it's not alcohol, it's just Kool-Aid. But otherwise, yeah, that one was really good with, the whole WrestleMania 39 and stuff, and, I enjoyed it thoroughly. I was disappointed about what happened, but, it is what it is. I was, preparing to see what happens, and this is where we're going to get into Raw, so it's what originally I was going to say was, I think it's kind of went like that, but there was some, switcheroos a little bit with, Cody Rhodes, initially challenging Roman Reigns to, get their rematch going. Then, Brock Lesnar came up, was initially, there to help out, but then later on, turns out, nah, he was really just doing that as a ruse to beat up Cody Rhodes, senselessly to end the whole show. Which, hey, that's fine. I look at it story wise. I think just if Cody Rhodes is able to defeat Brock Lesnar clean, this will give him an opportunity either at SummerSlam or I guess the next WrestleMania to then get ready to beat Roman Reigns. But we'll see. Then apparently there was just so many scraps going on with the whole storylines with the Damage Control, because I don't know, it just got switched up because Vince McMahon ended up being in charge. Now initially Triple H was there with the whole creative stuff, make sure that everything was good and whatnot. Then this from the archive saw, and basically what happened was Vince McMahon took over, and another headset started calling out matches and scrapping out everything, and just basically just making the whole entire show just suck ass. And I'm like, that's crazy. And what's funny is that he's doing this in a gorilla position, hold on. Pretend this is headset and stuff, and he's like, "Nah, I don't want this right now. No, this is trash. Wait, nah, I want things a little bit better than that. Yeah, this will get good money and good shit. Yeah. Nah, no, I don't like that. Nope. No, god damn it, don't do that!" Stuff like that. Basically just an old man loses marbles, or the whole old saying, old man yelling at the sky. Oh god. Anyways, besides all that, yeah, unfortunately, this man is, in all intents and purposes, literally in control of everything. It really, really sucks, because I'm just I was just enjoying the product since SummerSlam of 2022, when Triple H was in control of creatives, and it was really shown in a glimpse of it from SummerSlam 2022, where it was just everyone was back after being unnecessarily fired, and there was just so many fire, just bangers afterward. I was like, yes, that this was the product I've been missing from freaking WWE, and then it got yanked away by the same person that did all that in the first place. And what's crazy is that this was the exact reason why I stopped watching WWE a very, very long time ago. Because for a long time, guys, and I'm not sure if I've mentioned this before, and if I did, I might have allude to it, I should say, in a in passing, that I am a huge professional wrestling fan, and I've been so since, of course, I grew up with WWE. The Ruthless Aggression era. The likes of Ric Flair, Shawn Michaels, Triple H, Undertaker, Rey Mysterio, John Cena, Eddie Guerrero, the Hardy Boys, Kane, and Batista, Randy Orton, and Edge. All of them. Just it was pretty good. And of course, MVP, Mr. Kennedy, Carlito, Chris Bastard, Bobby Lashley, and Trish Stratus, Lita. The whole Ruthless Aggression era. I don't really want to go too crazy on that, but otherwise, yeah. I grew up watching from there, and it was just, really good product, man. It was I was enjoying every last minute of it. And just yeah, man, it was just good. And then, things start to dwindle down from there, where it's just the product started to, take a nosedive, And I believe it started in 2011-ish, 2012, because that was actually the year, yeah, 2012. That was the year where I was just I couldn't anymore. The product it just wasn't the same as the way I remembered it, and on top of that, it just was crap, and I left, and I never really, was all that passionate about, wrestling. Sometimes when people bring it up and passing about stuff, I'm just whatever, it's just fake stuff, basically just being that elitist whoever, because I've had other interests, anime and all other stuff that actually preoccupied my mind and stuff. Even dancing and singing, that was all I really ever gave a crap about. And karate, so oh, not even just karate, UFC. That's it. Like I didn't even give a crap about the WWE at all, and I wasn't really ventured out to other things and stuff. But yeah, it was just at the time that's all I really cared about. When I left watching WWE, I was just like, I want nothing to do with that product. Up until AEW came around, I was like, hold on, this is interesting. They're doing something really dope. At least for a bit until the whole CM Punk thing that I'll get into another time. But otherwise, I liked it. It was good, and I was like, this is starting to get interesting. The product started to get even more insane, and then in 2022, that's when I started. Oh, actually, no, 2020. That's when I kind of started seeing the whole stuff with the bloodline and stuff. So I was like, this is intriguing. I might kind of check this out for a bit. See what that's going on. So kind of check it out just to see what's going on, whatever. And then it wasn't until 2022 where I was like, yes, I want it back. And then, I was just super excited that the product is finally doing something absolutely amazing. And now that Vince Vince McMahon is back, it's just here we go freaking again. But it was fun while it lasted. That's all I gotta say. And yeah, I will definitely link the articles and maybe some videos for you guys to check out in the description below. But otherwise, it's just as someone that has been a long time wrestling fan, it just sucks that something that I really really like. WWE has been something that's been a part of me for my entire life. I'm about to be 23 years old. That's been a thing for me since I was freaking born. So it just sucks that a product that I truly did love, and it was part of my childhood for so long. On top of that, with Cartoon Network and Nickelodeon and everything else and games, that was also something that was a part of me. And it just sucks that it's being taken away again because this person, Vince McMahon or whatnot, is back again doing his thing. And again, that guy has been going through some really, really shady stuff, especially with that whole allegation that he's still that's still going on with him about the whole hush money with women and all this other weird stuff that I'm not gonna get into too much because I think I already talked about that with that whole Vince McMahon selling to. Anyways, all I'm saying is it just sucks that he's back, and then I'm starting to kind of feel a little off put about that because I'm just I want to enjoy WWE. I really really want to, but if it's this person who's now the creative or not is constantly changing things up and not just at least letting it just flow around how the river goes it goes up and down in the ebbs and flows. There we go. Yeah, kind of like that. Instead of just going crazy because he wants to be a controlling weirdo. But otherwise, yeah, yeah, it sucks because it breaks my heart because it's this is the same feeling I just felt not too long ago. Again, well, at this point it's been a decade ago, so whatever. It sucks to just feel the same way again, and I'm I want to watch WWE again, but if they're gonna just leave me more and more disappointed, especially with Vince McMahon in charge, I'm I can't anymore. I can't. And the last thing I want to start doing is feeling disappointed every single time of something that I love. So unfortunately with that, I might probably have to stop watching WWE until they do something with the whole Vince McMahon. And shut up, I just heard that. No, he's not. Shout out to my brother. He said that Roman Reigns is better, even though he did it because of cheating reasons. But whatever. yeah. We get it. WrestleMania 39 Night 2 was interesting. Okay, for you, but for me, it was different. All right. But yeah. I don't know. I don't think I'm gonna continue to watch WWE if like Vince McMahon's gonna continuously like rewrite scripts, last minute or like 50 to 20 minutes before air and all this other stuff. Because even I saw like a clip with Seth Rollins, his thing going on, like I think it was supposed to like have a segment, but then that was cut off, and just from that I could like tell he was like definitely unhappy about that. And yeah, I feel for the wrestlers, I feel for the workers that had to like deal with that. Like my condolences goes out to them. Like that really, really sucks that they had to like deal with this again. Because I even heard that the morale's in there. Oh no, they are not liking this whatsoever. And man, prayers to those guys, man. Like it sucks out here. So yeah. I think I might unfortunately have to not watch WWE anytime soon until they get this whole situation with Vince under control. But for now, I think I would have to say this, to Triple H, who is like one of my most favorite wrestlers of all time. If you're watching this, man, thank you for everything, man. Like you really are, in our hearts, the best. Just sucks that this is happening, but you will get there eventually. Like I know that this is just only a setback, but you will get back to your position and keep doing your thing, man. Like, this sucks for now, but I know from your situation, from how you had your quads turned and torn off, and then you came back to be the most dominant heel and the dominant wrestler that you are or were, and just like I know that you'll come back from this. So this is definitely not over. It just means that right now a crazy old man is in control because reasons. But otherwise, yeah, that's all I gotta say in this little 20-minute video about this whole situation with Vince McMahon and WrestleMania 39. I wish I could go to further details on that, but I'll do it in another video. But otherwise, yeah, I love WrestleMania 39. It was really, really good, and I want to get to more details on that. I just wanted to like talk about the whole situation with Raw. Oh, and briefly I want to mention this with the whole Endeavor thing. Yeah, I think this is business-wise smart. I think Endeavor is going to do his thing with WWE and UFC. And heck, you may never know. There might be some crossovers. Heck, I also saw a little bit on Twitter where, Paul Heyman and Conor McGregor, tweeting back at each other about stuff. So, who knows? Maybe the Notorious One might end up challenging Roman Reigns at some point. That would be cool. I would love to see that. Just that, or just they're also trying to do like a hybrid of like mixed martial arts and pro wrestling. Like that would be kind of cool, where you have like the mixed martial arts aspect on top of like a booking, preferably Triple H's booking of like the storylines. Ooh, imagine Alex Pereira versus Israel Adesanya in like kind of a like mixture of mixed martial arts and pro wrestling kind of story. That would be freaking insane. Like I would love to see that. But yeah, nah, this sucks that WrestleMania WWE is going through a lot, but I think it'll bounce back. It just means you just gotta deal with a crazy old man, and who knows, there might be a way to like get this man out of here. Like maybe not actually do something like harm to him, but like just don't watch the product and just be like whatever with it, because that happens. And maybe just don't attend the live attendance for it to like say, hey, we don't want this anymore. We don't want that man anymore. And who knows, he might change his mind and be like, oh, whatever, since these people are not showing up, then I might as well just resign again. And then have Triple H come back and be like, yeah, get the fuck out of my throne. You know what I'm saying? That'd be kind of cool. Well, at last, we will just have to see. But definitely I'm not seeing, because fuck that. I'm not giving my support to a literal weirdo named Vince McMahon. Anyways, I'll see you guys later on another time on another Liddy video that I might do. And yeah, maybe my We Talk episode. Who knows? Wink, wink. And yeah, that's about it. I hope you guys have a good time. Stay peaceful, stay amazing, stay awesome. And most importantly, stay hydrated. Alright? Like, come on now. I mean, I don't have water with me, but stay hydrated. Anyways. Peace.